thrillers, you girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. It is time for another Love Island review. But before I get into the video, I'm just going to ask you guys to give the video a thumbs up. Yes, guys. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and like the video also. So, guys, let's get into it. Should we start with the whole argument with Jessy and Joey? I feel like, you know, Jessy was so frustrated with Joey because she felt like she's trying to talk to him, but it's like talking to a wall, because for some reason Joey was not hearing what Jessy was trying to say to him. And I don't know why Joey's convinced that he has not told the secret mission. You know what I'm saying? There weren't a secret mission, but in his head he believed there was a secret mission, but he believes he's kept that secret. And I don't know how he felt like he kept that secret when he blurted it out in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking to myself, is he honestly really thinking that he's actually keeping that secret? Like, because I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes no sense to me. And poor Jessy, you can tell that she was just over it. She was embarrassed by Joey's behavior in the grafties. I feel like she tried to have his back as much as she could, but I feel like she was at the point where she could not do it anymore, because she wanted him to see what he was doing wrong. She wanted him to like calm down, not get into everybody's business, not always have to voice your opinions. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you have to, just do it respectfully. She wanted him to reflect on his actions, but Joey was not getting it. Joey just did not see where he was wrong in any way. Instead of like, sometimes, guys, let me tell you something. In life, even when you strongly believe that you're right? And even sometimes when you are right. I'm not saying that Joey is right, because Joey is not right. Joey is wrong. But sometimes in life, even when you are right, sometimes it's best to just leave things alone. You can just take the high road and be like, you know what? I hear what you're saying. I hear you. And I'm sorry. And going forward, I'm going to do this differently. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to take that L, even though you know you're right. Take the L, because peace is better. Do you know what I'm saying? It's best to have that peace of mind. And Joey, literally, he feels like he has to have the last word in every single thing. And Joey's pride refused to let him acknowledge that he's not right. He's actually wrong. And the thing is, it's not even that much of a big deal, but he keeps making it a big deal because he doesn't let it go. That's the issue. This is why everybody kept coming at Joey, because Joey would not let it go. If Joey had said one thing and let it rest, it would have been done. But the fact that he kept going on and on and on and on about it, it was just making everyone really annoyed, really pissed off. And you can tell how embarrassed Jessy was. You could tell she was embarrassed. Like, she just wanted to, like, you know, scream and tell him to shut up, or just probably just pray for the damn earth to just open up and swallow her in. Because at the end of the day, she was horrified. You can see on her face, she was literally horrified. And you see where she's trying to get Joey to see where she's coming from, or see what he done wrong, or what he could have done better. And Joey's not seeing it. He's just there making excuses for his actions, trying to convince her to see where he's coming from. And I get it. And like, you know what? If I was to be completely honest, I feel like Jessy kind of understands where he's coming from. She understands where he's coming from. I think she sees where he might have thought that, you know, why he thought that this was a secret mission. I think she's seen that. I think she could probably think, you know what? I get it. I get from your point. But Joey needs to just let it go. The same way he needs to let the Grace thing go. Because look, Grace's dad called him over. And I don't know why Grace's dad decided to call Joey over. Like, I just felt like, really? Do you know what I'm saying? Why would her dad bring Joey over? I thought that when he brought him over, he was going to be like, oi, like, leave my daughter alone, or let it rest, or have some respect, or something. No. He brought him over, and it was almost like he was greeting him like they were friends. Like, you know, after everything that he's been doing to Grace. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking to myself, I was expecting him to be like, what's happening here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, respect my daughter. But he didn't. But hey, families are different. You know, maybe they have a different perspective on it. I don't know. But just him pulling Joey and calling Joey over to be polite, or just to say hello to Joey. Joey's now gone over to everybody. Oh, see, I've got the approval from Grace's dad. This is why I say that I feel like Joey is just narcissistic, because there's no way you can make everything about you like that. At no point did Joey's dad give his approval. I think he just was acknowledging Joey, the fact that Joey and her, you know, was involved. Do you know what I'm saying? I think he's just acknowledging Joey. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's all it was. I don't think he should have called him over, to be honest. But maybe they met previously. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if they've met each other before or what, but maybe he was just being polite and greeting him. Do you know what I'm saying? To show him, listen, no hard feelings. You know what I mean? It could be something as simple as that. But Joey took it and ran with it again. It's the same thing he did with the terrace thing. Now he's taking this and ran. He's taken. How can you take Grace's dad just saying, hi, Joey, you're right. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. And then go to everybody and say, see, Grace's dad has given me the approval, the seal of approval. What? How did he work that out? I really don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I honestly don't get it. But anyways, guys, so it was meet the family night tonight. And Ayo siblings, his brother and his sister, they came. And obviously, Jessy's best friend and her mom came, right? And Ayo's brother, I like the fact that he was honest, because he said, listen, the Castro Moore thing I didn't like. I'm 85% happy. I didn't like the Castro Moore thing, and I didn't like how you behaved in front of Mimi, you know, doing all the stuff that you were doing right in front of her presence. I felt like it was a bit disrespectful. He was honest, and he said, you know what? I honestly feel like, you know, Mimi was a better match for you. But you're happy. We see you laughing, and Jessica brings out a good side of you. So we will be happy as long as you're happy, right? He then went on to say his only issue is he doesn't like how Jessy constantly needs to be reassured. Do you see what I'm saying? And obviously, Ayo was like, you know what? I know, and that was a thing that I thought about. I'm not really used to those kind of things, but I'm willing to do it for her. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he brought it up again when he met Jessy, and Jessy laughed it off. And Jessy's friend came to her defense and said, listen, do you know what? Jessy's just playing about. Sometimes she says stuff and she doesn't actually mean it. 9 out of 10 times she's just playing, but you'll know when she actually means it. I'm gonna be honest, and I said it in last night's video. I honestly feel like she was just playing. Like, I feel like definitely when she says certain things, because I do it as well, it's not that she's trying to get reassured, but at the same time, do you know what I mean? She's just making the joke of it. Some of it might be a little bit serious. There might be some kind of seriousness to it. You know what I'm saying? Because she did say she kind of looks to Ayo for reassurance because of everything that's going on. But I feel like it wouldn't be a fair thing to judge her and say that she needs to be constantly reassured, because the situation is different. I mean, in a situation like this where all she's hearing is that Ayo wants Mimi and Mimi's still in love with Ayo and this and that, da da da. I think in that situation, you can't actually judge her for that, because at the end of the day, anybody would want to be reassured in that moment, because you're hearing these things. Do you know what I'm saying? So you would want to be reassured by your partner. So I don't feel like it was the best thing to judge her from. I will say though, even though I appreciate Ayo's brother's honesty, I'm just like, oh, why are you gonna tell Ayo this now? Because it's the last week after all that they went through. Don't. Do you know what I'm saying? And now we see for tomorrow where Ayo tell Kieran what his brother said, and then we see Jess crying, because obviously I think Ayo told Jess exactly what his brother said, and I feel like she's gonna feel like now, you know, she's not accepted by his siblings, and obviously everybody wants him to be with Mimi. So this is what she's gonna have in her head now, like his brother wants him to be with Mimi and not her. Do you know what I'm saying? And those kind of things are kind of hard to deal with. I just feel like, here's the thing, I understand why Ayo told her, because it's good to be honest and the open communication, because she's always said that she wanted this. But I'm just like, oh my gosh. I wish he had waited until Ayo left the villa to actually say this to Ayo off the ear, so she doesn't have to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like for Jess, she constantly, it's like she's been fighting this battle since she's been in, and she's not had a chance to just really enjoy her couple. And I feel like we were hoping that this week is going to be the week that she gets the chance to do it. But obviously with that comment from the brother, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. But obviously we just have to wait till tomorrow to see how it pans out. Do you know what I'm saying? But we see where Jess's best friend told Ayo, listen, let me tell you that, and if you had gone to that terrace, it would have been done. I don't think it would have been done for Jessica. It wouldn't have not been done. I think she would have been angry, but she would have gone back to him. It wouldn't have not been done, because I would have not like made it done for that. Do you know what I mean? I'd have to listen to his reason. It depends on what it is he goes up there to do. If he went up there to kiss her and he did kiss her, then we'd have a problem. But obviously if it was just to talk, I would have not, you know, take it that far to say, oh, it's done. I'd be upset, but I wouldn't say it's done. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think that would have been the case at all. But anyways, guys, so Mimi and Josh's family came in, and Mimi's mom is quiet, just like Mimi, you know, and she made a point of letting Josh know that, listen, Mimi is a church girl. She was raised in the church, you know, and you can tell because the way Mimi carries herself, you can tell that. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying that we're really happy with Josh because Josh was like her knight in shining armor. He came to rescue her and all the good treatments that he's given. And Mimi's like, yeah, I really love it. And I'm just not used to the good treatment. I think sometimes when you get all these bad treatments from these toxic men, you become so used to it. You know what I'm saying? So when a good man comes in and they do that good up stuff, not even the good stuff, but when they actually treat you the way you should be treated, if you're not used to it, sometimes you could end up being the person toxic in the whole thing as well, because you kind of like, I'm not used to this, and then you become toxic and you might make that person toxic. It's just weird. It's just a cycle. But do you know what? I'm happy that they're moving forward, and I'm happy that she seems happy, and I'm happy that her family likes him. And obviously Josh's auntie and I think his cousin also like Mimi, and obviously the cousin told Josh, and this is probably the first time Josh has heard it, that Mimi said that he was her type. And I think it was good for him to hear that, because I feel like he kind of needed that reassurance. So I mean, Josh is very confident, but I think, you know, sometimes hearing it from somebody else on the outside kind of validates things in your head for you. Do you know what I'm saying? And it makes you feel more grounded because they've been watching it. Do you know what I mean? So their input means a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? But yes, guys, so they're all happy for Mimi, which is good. I mean, I'm not surprised that they would be, because at the end of the day, you know, Josh has just been very good towards Mimi. He's been, apart from the conversation that he had with Ayo at one point, that's the only thing I did not like. And I didn't like his speech, the first speech, when he brought up wanting to know people. But that was in the early days, so we can't hold that against him. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that they love Josh, because Josh has basically been showing Mimi, he's been treating Mimi well, do you know what I'm saying? And he's been showing her like, listen, you're special to me, do you know what I'm saying? And you should be treated this way. And I like that. I like that for them. I like as well Jessy's dad. Jessy's dad was very kind of straightforward and stern with Joey, and he said, listen, I hope you know you got something special here. Do you know what I'm saying? And he was like, you better treat her right. And he was like, don't F up. Don't F up. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like Joey needed that stern talk. You know what I mean? I think he needed to hear that stern talk. And Jesse's mom also said to him, listen, you need to be respectful to Grace. When you've dated somebody and it comes to an end, you should have respect, and you need to be more respectful towards Grace. And for me, I 100% agree, because even if I was to meet a guy, for me personally, and I hear him talking really badly about his ex, calling her out of her name and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to be looking at him sideways, because that was once somebody you loved. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, yes, sometimes things do go badly, where sometimes the ex is the ex from hell. Do you know what I'm saying? So I do get it. But I'm not going to lie, when I first talk to a guy, and if he's like being really disrespectful to his ex-partner, or if he's got kids and he's been really disrespectful to his kid's mom, for me, that is a red flag. So I feel like that was some good advice from Jesse's mom. And also we hear Jesse's mom telling Jessy that he keeps going on and on about the Grace thing, like he really need to let the Grace thing go. Even his sister was saying to him, listen, dude, let it go. You need to let it go. And he said he will, but I don't think Joey will. I feel like he might not say anything, or try not to say anything for the rest of the time that they're in the villa, but I feel like Joey's going to forever have it in his head that Grace wants him. And I think that's what made me laugh the most, when Jesse's mom was saying, listen, he needs to get it out of his head that not everybody wants him. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think Joey is a bit big-headed, and, you know, his ego is quite up there for him to actually realize. I don't think he'll ever accept that, because Joey just definitely think, oh, I'm Joey Essex, everybody wants me, I get what I want, etc., etc. That's the kind of vibes that he gives off. But anyways, guys, so Matilda and Sean, obviously they had their little tiff as well, but they made up as soon as their family came into the villa. The mum was asking him what happened with the Custard Moore thing. Do you know what I mean? It was a bit out of character. And his sister was saying, you're a bit sassy. I mean, we've never seen that side of you. And I'm just like, is it really Joey that's bringing out Sean's sassiness? I really don't know. But I feel like it might be, because, like I said, the way every time he's about to say something, he always end up looking at Joey. You know what I'm saying? And talking about that, Kieran and Sean had a conversation, and obviously Sean was saying what he said last night. He stands by it. So I'm saying, and Kieran, I must say, is so mature for his age, because Kieran's like, you know, I get it, and you're entitled to your opinion, but at the end of the day, I feel like in every situation, every game, every single thing, you always have to give your input, and sometimes you do come across as a knobhead. And he went, you know what, I probably shouldn't have called you a knobhead, you know, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, you know, that's how I felt, da 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 da. But they made up. But I just like the maturity from Kieran. I do. I really like that. And I like Ruben as well, because even when Ruben was trying to talk to Joey tonight, I feel like Joey would not allow his ego to listen. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Ruben was coming from a good place. And I think Ruben was trying to save Joey from destroying what he had. But Joey's ego was too big. He doesn't want to accept his wrong. He doesn't want to listen to anything. He's trying to say, well, trust me, I have got more respect than you. It's not a competition, Joey. It's not a competition. All the man is saying is that don't risk losing what you've got. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I would love to see Jessy being happy outside with Joey, if that's the case, if that's the person she's happy with, and that's the person she wants to be with. But I'm going to be honest, I don't see them on the outside, because I feel like Joey's going to be too much for her in the end. I feel like she's going to get fed up, overwhelmed, and she's going to get so tired of his behavior if this is what he's like. You know what I'm saying? On the outside. Because like I said, I don't know. It could just be him trying to entertain us. It can be entertaining, but at the end of the day, it can be too much for somebody who has to deal with it firsthand. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, I must say Nicole kind of gave me a little bit of a teary eye today, because it's just the joy that she had when she saw her mum and her brother. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like she's so happy. And I guess in those situations when you haven't seen your family for so long, you know, with all of them, because even Ayo'S run was cracking me up. The way Ayo jumped, that remind me, you know, when I was younger and it's Christmas time and they call you around for your dinner, or they call you around to give you your gift and stuff. So you just, whatever you're doing, you just make a dash. That's what that reminded me of, and I laughed so hard. But I guess, like, you know, when you're seeing your family, you haven't seen your family. Remember, they take away the phone from them like that. The phone that they have in there apparently doesn't have a time. They all have random times. So they don't know what time of the day it is. They don't know what date it is. They don't know nothing. So when you get to see that familiar face, it will just literally jerk those emotions out of you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I literally got a little bit teary, you know, just a tiny bit for Nicole when she saw her family and stuff. And Kieran's dad looks so much like him. Well, Kieran looks so much like his dad, I should say. But they all love each other. You know, Kieran wanted to know what his family thought of Nicole, and vice versa. But I think, to be honest with you, they seem like they're going to be our winning couple of this season. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't see where they're not going to win. I said it earlier that I felt like they're going to win. But now I feel like it's probably sealed. They're definitely winning. I think this who's going to come second. Hopefully, at least Mimi and Josh come second. You know what I'm saying? And not Joey. I don't want Joey. We don't want Joey coming second at all. I think maybe, this is my prediction. I think Nicole and Kieran is first place. Mimi and Josh is going to come in second. And I'm hoping Ayo and Jessica will come third. I feel like Matilda and Sean might steal the third, though. Actually, what am I talking about? The way Sean's been acting lately, I doubt it. I doubt it, mate. I think it's going to be Nicole and Kieran, Mimi and Josh, and hopefully Ayo and Jess. That's how I want it to be. First, second, and third. That's how I want it to be, if I have to be completely honest with you. But yes, guys, there wasn't that much to talk about apart from the family, they're meeting the family and stuff like that. I think I've covered every single couple. I hope I have. I did write it down, but I'm not even bothered to look at it because I'm tired and I think I can remember everything. I hope I have. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, guys. I don't know if I'm rambling. Am I rambling? Comment down below and let me know if I'm just rambling, because my eyes are shutting down. I feel so exhausted. I missed the first bit of Love Island and I was waiting for it to come on the app so I can rewatch it. It didn't, so I had to find a clip elsewhere, guys, because I had to give my videos, you know what I'm saying? I had to do my reviews, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go and find videos to kind of catch up in the part that I actually missed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my video is probably going to be extra late now, because it took a whole hour of me trying to wait for the stupid thing to come on. But anyways, guys, if you got to this part of the video and you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. But guys, I don't think that Ayo'S brother... do you think that Ayo should have said to Jess? I know his brother told him, but do you think he should have said it to Jess? I kind of felt like I wanted this to be the one thing that he never told her. I'm not gonna lie, because I just want the girl needs a break. The girl needs a break. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. The girl needs a break. That's what I'm gonna say. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I wish he didn't say anything to her, because you see where she's crying, and do you know what? I don't think I've actually seen Jessica properly cried throughout the whole thing. Maybe she got a little bit, you know, emotional, but I don't think I've ever seen her proper cry. Apart from the Casa recoupling, when she cried in the end, when she felt like everybody was staring at her and stuff like that. But apart from that, I don't think I've ever seen her cry. And I feel bad for her, because I've always said, like, I feel like her journey is just overshadowed by everything. And now to feel like you're through the gate, you know, you're moving forward, and to feel like you're not accepted by his family, I guess it'll be hard for her. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's probably the hardest bit, because it's actually fought her way to this point, and then now it's like a battle that she's going to have to continue to fight on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So I felt really sorry for her for that. I'm not gonna lie, I felt really, really sorry for Jessica for that. But, you know, it is what it is. What can we do? I hope that, you know, in this moment or tomorrow, Aya reassures her, because at the end of the day, people are not going to like who we like or who we choose to have as a partner. You know what I'm saying? But it does not mean because they think that somebody else is better for us means that we think that somebody else is better for us. Because at the end of the day, if I find me myself a man, honey, if I find myself a nice man, honey, ain't nobody can tell me that man is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to come and say to me, oh, do you know that person that you was with before? I prefer him to this new person. Well, honey, you go date him. You go date him, I date my new person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have it. I ain't gonna have it. So at the end of the day, I'm hoping that Ayo just, you know, reassure her. Because I feel like within that moment, she's gonna need that reassurance. And I really hope that he's able to do that for her to make her feel better tomorrow. But anyways, guys, I'm done with this video. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to try and edit it tonight and try to put it out tonight. If not, it's going to be up tomorrow before 12. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love y'all so much. And I'll see y'all in tomorrow's episode. But for now, keep it sassy-licious.